Michael Lipford works for hours during hot summer days in his backyard garden with family, planting and harvesting beautiful fresh produce. He and his wife bought the home 20 years ago, and their first plans were planting a garden.
The first thing we did when we moved here to begin to set up a home was plow up some ground so that we could lay out our garden. And it is, for us, it's a way of life. It's a way for us to be able to produce food with our own hands, and my wife being able to preserve it. We can grow enough food during and eat it during the season, but also extend that food throughout the whole year.
Lipford's wife, Elizabeth, loves to can the bounty from the garden. Each year they preserve tomatoes, corn, cabbage, peppers, and jams and jellies to fill the shelves of their historic home.
In the middle of winter, when you open a jar of fresh tomatoes or fresh salsa, it smells like summer and tastes like it too. Almost as good as fresh. We also can, because we have a large garden, and we've had 3 children at home, and we like to eat what we grow. And one way to eat what we grow all year is to can.
10 years ago, the family decided their hobby of canning was very successful, so their children entered their canned goods into the State Fair of Virginia.
Every year or every other year, we will have an entry or two. If we're happy, particularly happy with a jam or a tomato or salsa or pickles, we'll compete.
And how have you done?
We've done pretty well. Our grape jam got a blue ribbon one year, and that was fun. I'm still trying to get the blue ribbon for the salsa. We've gotten second and third, but I'm still trying for a first.
Maybe this is the year.
Maybe this is the year.
Elizabeth's favorite food to can is salsa.
We grow everything in the garden: the tomatoes, the sweet peppers, the hot peppers, the onions, the garlic, the cilantro, and it's just fun. The whole family gets involved. We will have salsa Saturday. Everybody, all hands on deck, and here chopping and making salsa, and it's so good. And people, we love to share it at Christmas time or with friends and family.
Michael's favorite, sauerkraut.
We started with about 5 pounds of cabbage, and we sliced it real thin and packed it down. Let it cook for a few weeks, and it fermented, and then we stuck it in jars and canned it. And we opened up the first jar the other day just to try it and see how it was. And we popped the top on that thing, and it smelled just like it had come out of the garden.
It wasn't until about the time of the Civil War that true home canning came into being. The reason, because a tinsmith from New York by the name of John L. Mason invented a glass jar with a threaded lip and a reusable metal lid, the Mason jar. This miracle invention allowed people all over America to engage in the canning of fruit, pickles, relishes, and sauces like ketchup. Home canning reached an all-time high when World War I began, when Americans first began planting victory gardens and canning their harvest. People did the same in World War II. Some towns even had their own community-run canning centers, which provided the equipment, supplies, and expertise that allowed people to can mass quantities of food safely and efficiently. In 2014, almost 450 canned goods were entered into the State Fair Virginia Preserved Foods competition. For information on this year's competition, go to statefairva.org. Reporting in Goochland County, I'm Sherry McKinney.